Live streaming is on.
You can't escape it, can you? It just tells you that live streaming is on. And
can the people hear the lady shouting, or is it just us, do you think?
I don't know. It comes out my screen, so I'm sure it goes through the microphone. But
it comes out my speakers, out your speakers, and my microphone picks up your microphone speakers, so I hear it like 6 times.
Yeah, but then, well, you don't hear it from... Yeah, you do, because it's mine.
No.
Did you hear it? Did you hear the little lady? Anybody in the chat? Or did it... Does it say... It's a lady that says live streaming is now starting, or something like that. But yes, I don't know if it starts just after she says it or just before. So did you hear a lady talk, or is it just in our imaginations?
It's in our imagine. That's almost a song. I nearly did copyright then. Don't do that. It was almost Kylie as well, which is even worse.
I did notice that your thingy went red just as we went live as well.
Yes, and yours dropped down to 1920s vision and then came back up.
And it's on you again now.
Yes. I've taken off I'll put it back on. Yeah, you go.
I just wondered because, as you may notice, we're headless at the moment. He's around. He will be in shortly. He's eating. But yes, so at the moment, a good evening and welcome to the eModels Monday live stream show with me and Foxx.
Hello.
I don't know where he is now. Is he there?
I don't know. I think I'm in the little tiny.
I think he's there.
The little tiny window.
He's there on my screen anyway, but it might be there or there. I don't know where he is.
No, it's your left hand. Your left hand. I'm there. I'm kind of I don't know. It depends how big the people's screen is, isn't it?
No, because it's all the same. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Welcome to the Monday night eModels talking chat thing where we're just here for a little while. It was decided by Foxx that it's my turn to do the hosty introduction thing. So hello.
I think I did the last one, so it's his turn. I've got Kylie in my head now. I don't like it. No, it's not Kylie. It's Rick Astley. It's even worse. Oh,
you got Kylie now, have you? Doing the locomotion and stuff.
I've got some Stock Aitken Waterman drivel in my head. I don't like it.
What did you do to get it in there? Did you?
I mentioned something a minute ago and it said
I wasn't listening.
It's a bit like I should be so lucky. That's what stuck in my head.
You should be. So it's Kylie.
Yeah, it is Kylie. Oh.
That's not so bad then. There's worse things to have stuck in your head than Kylie. Yes. So if you're not watching already through the YouTube thing, come and join us in the actual YouTube streaming app service thing. And you can join in the live chat because that's what it's all about. Otherwise, it's just me and Foxx not knowing what to talk about for an hour and a half or so. But if you join in the chat, then you'll give us something to talk about and we'll be able to interact with you and talk to you and answer your questions. We won't answer your questions. We'll get somebody else in chat to answer your questions.
Yeah.
But we're here
to come in.
We will be doing some sticker giveaways, mug giveaways, and indeed an actual giveaway of a prize from not last week because it was a bank holiday. It's 2 weeks ago. We had it was I'll look now. It was the Fordson Model WOT6 apparently. So if you haven't already, nip over to last week's video, put a comment in the video after the video, in the video, on the video, comment on it. We wanted to know an alternative use of WOT. What does it mean? What does it stand for? Not necessarily real, because that's quite boring, but definitely not rude.
I'm glad you remember what the question was, because I got no idea.
I had a look through the comments a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
And yes, so what does WOT stand for? And you're in a chance to win one. Not a real one, obviously a model one, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll be pulling a winner from the comments randomly later on. Now, like Chris said, don't forget, you want to come and join in the chat. If you can't see the chat on your device, if you want to join in and you just if you're watching this on the eModels website or what have you, hit the YouTube icon that's down here in the bottom corner of your video player somewhere. If you're watching this on Facebook or on the website or somewhere else, and that will take to the Facebook page where you can join in the live chat. If you want to ask us questions, at the moment there's only me and Chris, so we might struggle and miss a lot of comments. But if you want to capture our attention with the chat going up and down all over the place, initially, if you want to, you can put your comment in big, fat, capital letters so we have a chance of seeing your comment amongst the sea of other words that are whizzing past us at great speed. If you want to, though, you can hit the super chat button, which is the little dollar symbol. It's that way around for you. Little dollar symbol on the bottom of the chat window. That puts your comment in a big colour box, and that gives us a chance to not miss your comment at all. And we've got no choice but to see your comment. If, though, whatever you do on your device that you're watching, you can't access the chat whatsoever, don't panic. You can send us an email to ask us a questions or give us shout outs or anything like that, just send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk. And I've got the email box open so I can see that. So if you can't get us anyway, just send us questions or shout outs, anything like that, to ted@emodels.co.uk. Now,
a couple of people are asking where Ted is, and he does say, he's put in the text there, he's put, I'm in the building, be along shortly.
yes, we'll let Ted tell you why he's a bit late. It's his news to tell. So
yeah, absolutely.
Before we go anywhere, I do have a shout out for tonight. I shall look it on me. I've got to remember how. I've never done this yet because I've not used this new setup yet. Let me do the. I've got to figure out the screen share.
You press the button and then select the other thing.
I know, but then I've got to get back to that, and then I've got to do this, and then that, and then I think I'm doing it there.
Yes, it looks like it's sharing to me.
Yes. Now we have I've got to get the email open because I can't have the text open that I wrote to tell me what to say. We were contacted by Lewis Williamson, who said he sent us this picture of his son Connor. And he says this is Connor's first ever Spitfire that he's built. So hello, Connor.
Yeah,
he's mailing us for a very specific reason with this shout out. He was saying that he does his attention can easily be distracted. He's easily distracted. He doesn't hold his attention quite often, but he will happily sit for hours with his dad and build things and paint things. So he's quite proud that he's got this. And he does say it's Connor's birthday tomorrow. And he says, don't say anything, but shh, but he might start developing a stash by tomorrow.
Oh.
So shh, just between you and me, Chris, don't tell anybody else.
Oh, no, we won't tell anybody about that. No, not at all.
Yeah, so just a quick shout out, say hello to Connor. Well done on your first ever Spitfire. It looks fun. Look at the camouflage on that. It's mint.
I can hardly see it at all. It's that good.
It's that good, a camouflage. So well done on your Easter 5 tomorrow. Big lad for 5, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's 5 tomorrow, so he's gonna. So yes, so happy birthday and well done, and that's an awesome Spitfire. So well done on that build, and happy birthday for tomorrow, Connor. I shall stop the screen sharing. But that's a really good Spitfire. I like that. That's me.
Yep, that's an impressive Spitfire.
Am I no longer screen sharing? I'm no longer there.
You're not sharing the screen anymore. No, we're all here and
screen now. I'm breaking everything. Yeah, so well done to Connor, and happy birthday for tomorrow. And shh, don't tell him anything about the.
No. Just we won't tell him. He'll be in bed by now if he's not even 5, is he?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, he's not even 5. Not for another 3 hours. And while I remember, I do have today's science fact. Today's science fact. Remember, I do a fact at the start of each show, if I remember.
If you remember.
This day in science, because I like to educate you. I like to get your brains going. This is supposed to be a model making program, but we hardly ever talk about model making. So
we just did some model making, so we can do something else now.
Yeah, so sack it. We're going to talk about other stuff anyway. So I'm gonna learn you some science in your brain. I'm going to drop some knowledge bombs today. On this day in 1985, science facts. It was announced that a U.S. and French expedition led by Dr. Bob Ballard of the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute had located the wreckage of the RMS Titanic about 560 miles off Newfoundland, 73 years after the British luxury liner sank. So that is today's science fact for you, that the Titanic was discovered on this day in 1985.
70 how many years after they lost it?
73 according to the blurb.
Cool. So that gives you a bit of a hope if you lose something to the carpet monster. So if they can find the Titanic 73 years after they lost it, then you too can find that little bit of battleship that you dropped and pinged out your tweezers and went flying across the room.
I read a story today that they found 2 cars that vanished during Hurricane Katrina, 15 years ago. They found them in the sewer drainage channels in New Orleans.
Yeah,
just underground in a tunnel where they were
sort of sitting there, and
they wonder why the water flow had been a bit rubbish for the last 15 years. 2 cars. Now, I have to say, to my own credit, I did add to that science fact because it didn't actually state anything to do with Bob Ballard and the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute. I just knew that fact. Bob Ballard. Because I had the book and I was enamored with the Titanic story when I was a kid, when I was 1985. I was enamored with it. I just absorbed. I got the book and I absorbed all the photographs and I wrote music about it, everything. It's fantastic.
And watched the film and.
No, I have to admit, I did actually have occasion to watch the film, but absolute drivel because I was like, I'm going to watch it, it's going to be brilliant. wait, I've been cornered into watching a chick flick. How very day. A whole generation of like lads like us that have no interest in watching sort of girly chick flicks, and we're like, we've just been forced to watch this on the pretense of it being no. I've never forgiven Jim Cameron for that.
There was room on that door for both of them.
Bait and switch.
Right, so in the chat today,
What we got?
a little while ago, we had Lynn in, and I believe she's still here because she's got a few days off, so she's around in chat now. So welcome.
Lynn doesn't offer
Also
to visit us.
Also, we have Frogspawn. One of your mods, Colin at Festa 67's workshop is in. Sergeant Bones is in. The kitchen, but he's in somewhere. Skullfish is in.
Skullfish.
Very much. But that was all that was in. I was chatting to them for a little while ago. Then another one of your mods came in, Dad, from Scaly Models.
It's the father.
Model making guru is in, being a bit of a mod, but you know, it's not really. You won't be doing very much modding. AJ is in. Frogspawn, and we have a Wild Ted has appeared as well.
Oh, hello, Tedward.
It's the father.
Being
a bit of a mod. You won't be doing very much modding.
Hang on.
Shall we mute Ted for a minute?
Oh no, he's pressed the button.
I've clicked the mute button for Ted.
I'm here. Yes, I'm here. No. Right. You carry on. I was watching you on the little phone while I got set up. So
we noticed.
You carry on. you carry on. I see that I haven't missed anything, so there's nothing important going on. Yeah. So Chris, who's in the room tonight?
We also have Cynical Steve, Candygram from Mongo. Osric's in. LD Equal Pete, Phil Kett, Philip Prime, Anders Eriksson, Jamie Bone, Model Guy.
Oh, that's a new name. Have we seen Model Guy before?
Are you a guy, or is your name Guy, or are you a model? We need to know these things.
Well, welcome.
Lord Barkley III is in. Chancellor is in from North Wales. Phil Kett, Sergeant Bones, Zadster's in. I haven't said that yet. Andrew Preston, Wayne Hayward, all the normal crew are about. Matty's Metal Detecting South Wales. I'm getting better at saying that. He's going to change it soon.
We still don't know what he does,
or what his name is, or where he does it.
Yeah, or where, or or who he is, what his name is. We might never know.
We've got Dave Jones, Phil East, Michael Brown, Michael Jackman. Natalie Rebecca 25 saying evening all. That's a difficult name to read. You put some capitals in there and make it a little bit easier.
Welcome. Natalie Rebecca's 25, was it?
Yeah, Natalie Rebecca 25. I think.
Okay,
probably.
Welcome.
It might be Natalia Rebecca. I can't tell. We have another one that's nice and easy to read. Monkey 5555550.
Monkey.
Right number. Can't remember how many fives.
All the fives.
Kenneth's in. Jeremy Grant Gasbikers. Charles of Mark Scopes. And it's jumped a bit, so I might have missed a few, but everybody who knows me. And I'd like to thank my mum and dad, and everybody's here. Welcome everybody.
Yay. Well, Ted appeared, your connection dropped down to like 240p.
So it's gone down again now. We must once again apologise for the internet and the jiu-jitsu. It doesn't seem to be doing us any favours. So
we're going to try something different next week if I can get my finger out and set some things up. Now, there's two very important points before we go to Ted. One of them is something that somebody... Old Fat Knackered apparently is in the chat. Welcome. And he says, Ted is my god, in bold, because he typed it in capital letters.
Cool.
But we'll get to the other one in a minute because we need to say hello to Ted.
Yeah,
hello, Ted.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Tedward.
Right, hang on a minute. I'll find you again in a minute. Where have you gone? I'm just clicking around my screen and I've lost everything. Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm late.
Have you got a note?
Yeah. The traffic was bad on Waterloo Bridge, so well, actually, I haven't been. It's been a bit hectic today because I've had a new package arrived. So you should have shared the package.
I think you should share the package. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I just need to get the chat up. Give me a minute.
Oh,
I don't know. You got here late and you're not ready.
Talk about yourself because I just realised I haven't got the chat up, so I don't know what.
have you got the picture up and everything?
I've got the picture. Yeah. Well, where do I find chat? Hang on.
Lewis Williamson's in. He says Natalie Rebecca 25 is my wife. So,
Welcome. Oh yes, because it's Lewis and because he sent an email. I've got it here. He said Lewis and Natalie. Yes, welcome.
oh, there you go.
I hope Colin didn't steal maybe saying things about tomorrow.
Yeah, we won't mention anything about tomorrow. No, it's fine. Philip Prime has a shout-out request.
Oh.
Can I have a big shout-out for my daughter and future son-in-law who get married tomorrow at Norwich Castle? It's Nicole and Matt. So congratulations, Nicole and Matt.
Yeah, congratulations. And Norwich Castle.
Married day.
Where did you get married? Oh, we got married in a castle.
Yeah, only Norwich Castle.
Only Norwich Castle. Yeah, but that's like Sale of the Century type place, so that's all right. They might get a speedboat or some cutlery set. It'd be sweet.
Oh, my brother got married at London Zoo.
That sounds right. for your brethren. Ted's got a quizzical look on his face. He's
Right, yeah, I've got the chat up now. Everything's happening. Everything's happening in the background, and things are happening. But I'm ready to show the package that got delivered today.
I shall show it back on you then, Ted. It's locked on you.
Yeah, right. I've got to find out how shared screen. Hang on.
Bottom left, Ted. Bottom left.
Bottom left. Share your screen. That's it. Share your entire screen.
Share everything.
Not that bit of the screen. No.
Share the entire screen. Right, I've got that, so you can see all the chat and everything now. But the package that got delivered today was this. Can you see that?
It's a
tiny
human.
Tiny human.
Amazon will deliver anything nowadays, won't they?
Yeah. You have to sign for it.
That was our delivery.
Yeah, for those of you that know Skylar, this is Skylar's sister. This is India Rose. Born this afternoon at 1:30. £7, 14 ounces for all those that want the details.
That was quite cheap.
So a future model maker to come. We'll be making YouTube videos and blogs before you know it.
How long did they have to put it in the microwave behind to warm it up? Just like
yeah, I think it's 10 minutes on regular 5. And,
regular. Wow, who says regular? What did that even mean? On regular.
What scale is it, Ted?
Yeah, it's a full 1-to-1 scale.
Cool.
But apparently, if you add water and milk and other things, it grows. So yeah.
Oh, like the water things.
Yeah. So that's where I've been. That's why I've been late. I do apologise.
So how many granddads are you now then, Ted?
Two granddads.
You're a double granddad.
I'm a double granddad. Yeah, Skylar and India Rose. So yeah, we've got an addition to the family, and I'm sure we'll be getting signed up and having an eModels baby grow anytime now.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned that there's not an eModels sticker in that picture.
Yeah, fucking dude.
Yeah, I got searched before I was let into hospitals and everything was taken off me. So there's all the Skipper's Ted stickers and eModel stickers were all taken off.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah, good.
Everybody's sending you their congratulations.
Everybody's congratulating you.
LD says, cute, congratulations. I will be a grandfather soon.
Yeah.
To you, LD. Almost old enough for a first kit. Start him young, says Mark Scopes.
That's it. Yeah, we get just like Connor and his little starter kit. Yeah, we'll get doing that soon.
Yeah. I started off with this. Okay, you might as well buy them now while you can. You need to get into stock, get ready. You need to have a Spitfire, Sherman, and a Bentley blower,
and a huge U-boat.
And a what?
A huge U-boat.
A huge U-boat.
Yeah, if we get the U-boat now, we'll be able to. Yeah, we should probably get it finished by her 18th birthday or something like that.
Yeah. So congratulations on becoming another grandpapa.
Yeah. Lord Backlund said they need eModels, bottles and dummies. Yeah, I think we should have the soothers, they call them now, don't they? Instead of dummies.
I think we used to call... My friend used to call them... some of my, when I was a kid, like my friend had like little nephews and nieces, and they used to call them either pacifiers or dodies. I don't know where dodie came from.
Don't know about that.
My friend, like his family used to call them dodies.
It's American thing's pacifier, isn't it?
Pacifier. Yeah.
Pacifiers. That's it. All this Americanism is creeping in. Have you told them about the big road trip next week?
Yeah.
Well,
Nope.
week after next, right? Yeah. So,
There's a big road trip in a couple of weeks. There you go. I've told them to.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, yeah.
The three of us will be going down to eModels, or up to eModels if you're Chris, because you're a silly southerner.
I've got to go
But
up
yeah,
quite a long
we
way.
will be going to eModels on the 19th of September. That's the Thursday. Why did we choose Thursday?
To remind you, we didn't want you to forget that when you put the bin, the same day you put the bins out is when we got all your models.
No,
It's entirely for
bins
my
out on
benefit.
Tuesday.
I like that.
I'll be there too.
It's bins
No,
on a
because
Tuesday.
I'll be putting the bins out and going, oh, wait, I was supposed to go to eModels. So, yes, Thursday, the 19th of September, so in a couple of weeks, we'll be going all meeting up at eModels, emodels.co.uk. If you give me a moment, I will put the address into chat.
Have you got the right address this time?
Yes. I'm an old teammate and said, dude, your address is...
You just need the postcode for the purposes of the sat nav. That's all.
Yeah. When you get close, you can see it. It's got a big sign that says eModels on it.
Yeah, gives it away. If you go past it and you meet a big digger on your left hand side, you've gone too far.
Yeah. If you go past it and everybody's speaking with a Scottish accent, you've gone way too far and also the wrong way.
Yeah.
I've got the details here. We'll be taking... Why am I seeing this site differently? Hang on.
Foxx is doing it all different.
It's in there. It was all streamlined.
Why is Chris all soft and fuzzy, by the way?
Because the way it is.
You came in and my connection. I'll press my button and try and refresh it. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. Yes, but I'll put it in chat for you. This is the address. If you've never been to eModels before, it's in Stoke. It's Unit 4, Mossfield Road, Longton, Stoke-on-Trent, ST3, Sierra Tango 3, 5 Bravo Whiskey. Put that in your sat-navs. We're going to get there probably about 10, 11 o'clock, aren't we, guys, I reckon?
Yeah,
I'll probably be a bit later than that.
We usually say we'll get there for 10, 11 o'clock and don't turn up till 1, and then everybody's been and gone.
Yeah, if I get there early, I'm stacking the shelves waiting for you to.
Yeah, don't get there too. Yeah. Keep circling, drive around the block, keep circling till we see the rest of it.
But there's not much point in me leaving early in the morning and sitting in all the traffic. So I'll let the traffic go and then I'll leave home about sort of 9:30, 10ish, and probably stop for lunch on the way. So early afternoon.
Early afternoon. Yeah, I mean, me and Ted will be there probably from the morning, so from like 10 or 11 anyway, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, Ted's taking his enormous U-boat.
Yep.
Have you decided how you get in there? Are you going in the car or the Ted house?
I think there's a fair chance that I'll probably go in the car. It's just a bit quicker to get down there. Otherwise, it's 40, 45 miles and a steady cruise down, looking at the scenery and things like that.
Oh, God, it'll take you days if you went in the Ted house.
Perhaps.
Yeah, but it can take you days because you can stop halfway and have a kip.
You can set off the day before, have a trundle down. You've got a bed in the back and a kettle.
Yeah, I could drive down the night before, stay in a car park, and look at it.
Yeah, you could be sitting there waiting for Pete, mate, to get there in the morning.
Morning! Oh, the gate's locked. How'd you get in there?
I made you a cuppa.
So Ted's got to take his enormous U-boat down. I'm going to be taking my little, what have I got to take? My little U-boat that I built, my little KV2 tank from a couple of years ago, Christmas special, and also I've got to return this big old Panzer 4. Panzer 4? No, Panther 5, Panther House G. That
it's a tank.
To do, but now I'm doing my Millennium Falcon. So somebody watching now will open this soon enough because it'll go back into stock and then it'll be up for sale. And Chris, what have you got to take down? Up in?
I've got to take Zaku. I've got to take a Zaku and a couple of little mini MiGs.
Oh yeah, you've got to.
I hope they got some.
They're already boxed up and ready to go. So yeah.
Because the builds we do free models, we don't own those unless we buy them ourselves. The ones we do free models videos, they go back to eModels. That's why you can see Ted's MRAP or my Eagle transporter, Chris's big motorbike, although he kind of won that as a prize but donated.
Yeah, that's sort of mine. I might take that back home again because they haven't got room for everything.
Yeah.
That shit.
Now, it is worth if you are able to make it on the Thursday, it's worth it because, first of all, we can't remember who, but somebody did say, let us know and I will get cake delivered. So we're counting on whoever that was. I can't remember. We're counting on that person delivering cake. having
Yeah.
cake delivered.
So it was going to be carrot cake. Was it coffee cake or chocolate cake?
I think it was
Oh,
I
coffee.
think I said a chocolate cake, and you said a carrot cake, and Fox said some other cake.
I said coffee. I think you were
Was
chocolate.
it coffee?
Yeah, I was coffee, and Ted was carrot. I can't remember who it was though.
No. But if you are the person who promised us cake, we remembered.
Yeah, we didn't forget. We never forget.
We don't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad, aka Mike Mountain, he might come along, and if he does, he usually brings donuts. You also might get James, manager James mate, making a brew for you, although I highly doubt it. It'll probably end up being me, Chris, or Ted that has to make the brews. It usually is.
This is entirely possible.
Yeah.
But
Bring your own cup.
Yeah, bring your own cup. It's worth coming along just for the opportunity to see, first of all, to see Ted's enormous U-boat in the flesh, because it is huge, but also
in plastic.
exactly what happens to it, because we've got no idea where eModels are going to put it, or if we've got a shelf or a cabinet or anything so. So if you want to see 5 grown men going, oh,
I didn't know it was going to be that big.
where can we put it? I don't know, but I don't want to move it, because who's going to move it? I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, and we'll spend the afternoon. You know where the counter goes up and down, a little flap. We'll spend all the afternoon moving it, because the flap will go down, the submarine will go on the top, and then right, flap up, flap down, submarine back down, flap up, submarine, constantly moving around. Somebody will come in, the door will open, ping. You've got to come and move the submarine. Where are we going to put this?
I reckon they're just going to string it up on the ceiling.
Yeah,
Get
quite possibly. In a diving
some fishing twine and just sort of tie it up around a post. It'll be fine.
Apparently, you two guys are really, really low quality at the moment.
I was just noticed that me and Ted have both gone to the Red Poor Connection thing.
Yes, we are
I've
going to try a
gone-
different solution
So-
next week, because this solution we're using, this Jitsi, is just pants.
Yeah,
quality.
I've never been red before.
No, hit F5, you two, and see what
No.
happens, and leave me on my own.
I just did, and it came back, and then Ted went. So I'm not pressing any more buttons.
Yeah. Zasta says, I presume they know how big the original box is for that U-boat. Yeah, it makes no odds. It's bigger than
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference because it's bigger than the box.
Yeah.
Because it came.
It's all lies.
It
Yeah.
came in bits apparently, so you had to put it all together.
Yeah. It's almost like it was a kit or something.
It'd be bigger than John, won't it? Because remember when you had the picture, and John was sort of stood level with the box.
It'll be bigger than
Bigger.
Pete Mate, because Pete Mate's 6 foot. Is he? Actually, am I making that up? I don't even know how tall Pete Mate is.
I don't know. I've never met him. He always hides when I turn up.
Oh, does he? Ah. But and what I was going to say, yeah, so if you are able to make it, I know it's the Thursday, so some of you will be at work, but if you are able to make it, it's worth it just to meet us, to meet, obviously, we know a few people that are going to hopefully come along, so you'll get to meet a few people from the little community and just have a good time, and obviously spend lots of money as well, which is also a winner.
Yep.
Yeah, and free stickers. Yeah, well, free stickers.
And if you are coming and you're not local to the area, think on the night before. If you need to pick anything up, like if you want to order any kits or tools or paints or materials, think on, go onto the website, order all the stuff you want to buy, but make sure the shipping option is set to pay in store. Because what you can do is you can come down on the day, the lads will have picked and packed your order, or they'll at least picked your order, and you can pay for it there and then and take it with you. It's either it says pay on the day or it's got phone in your card details, and just put a note on it saying I'm coming in to pick it up, and that way you can just pick up your order and you won't have to pay any shipping because you're picking it up from the store then.
Spriggler's asking if there's going to be a trolley dash. They
I'd love
haven't
it.
got any trolleys.
If Pete Mate was there, you'd never see a grown man cry so hard if he did a trolley.
Supermarket sweeping eModels.
Oh yeah. Mark says Fox is in Glorious HD, Ted and Chris are underwater. I think this software works by whoever's running it, it's me this time, gets the good point and everybody else.
Sergeant Bones says, I think Chris's computer and internet can't handle the Jitsi load. It's not my computer that's doing it. I might have done the talkie first bit, but Fox is running the thing.
Yeah,
although it doesn't really have a host because we've all got control over buttons, so I don't know exactly how it works.
We might not be using it from next week, so there you go. But yeah, if you're able to make it, come along. I forgot what we're talking about now.
Going to eModels.
Yes, come to eModels, spend money, pick up loads of stuff, have cake, hopefully. If whoever it was that was doing cake doesn't do cake with, there may be no cake.
Yeah. I was at work the other day. I was finishing work early. I thought, I'll get a dash out now. And we're in the kitchen, cake. Cake was on the bench. Somebody brought cake in, so I never got out early.
What a shame.
Yeah. Right, bye all. I'm going. Oh, cake. Yeah, I'll have some of that. Yeah, never mind. Right, what else has been going on? Anything? Did we do anything last week then, or do we just relax and stay in bed late because we were here?
I've been grafting away on my big master grade Cesabi. You can see it there. All the inner frame is now done. That's a little tiny fraction of the inner frame. All the inner frame's now painted and built, and I've started on the exterior armors. This is a tiny fraction of the exterior armor. This is just the armor that's going to be yellow. The rest of it's going to be red. So I've been working on that for the last week and a bit. When I've had chance, it's slow going.
Chris, have you been up to anything? I know
what have I been doing? I've also been doing a bit of Cesabi. It's that side of me. Look, there you go. I've been putting decals and things on there, which again, I've been having trouble doing decals at the moment because it's been so hot. So the way I do decals with the micro set, is that the blue one? What's the blue one?
Which is which?
Micro set is the blue one. I tend to sort of paint a layer of that on and then put the decal on that to let it settle and slide around. But by the time I've painted the layer of that on and got the decal, it's evaporated. So yeah, I've been slow going with that. But I have been doing another Warhammer Big Dragon thing, which you can see in the background there. Which yeah, I've been building and starting to paint that. That's just been primer at the moment, but little bits here and there.
What about you, Ted? What have you been doing, Tedward? We've lost Ted. I've just noticed.
Ted has fallen over.
No,
he just asked me a question and I went away. I came back.
We don't. It's actually scary because we haven't got used to this where the little mini screens are. We don't notice when people fall.
Yeah, well, they seem to disappear if you're not using them.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. But hopefully Ted will return momentarily and tell us what he's been doing. I don't think he's been doing anything.
No. I know we've been going around in the Ted house, which, if you're wondering, is TEDHAUS. This is mobile home. He's got
Skipper Ted has joined the meeting.
Hello, Tedward.
I don't know what happened then, but it drops out.
You
I'll
fell
put
over.
it back. I never. No. Yeah, that's from.
Have you been building anything this week?
I haven't. No, I haven't. I did a bit of work on the motorhome, yeah. So I've had the modelling kit out. I've had the photo etch kit out for the motorhome. I put some lights on it, so yeah. So
You've been putting some LED strip lights in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I have actually. It's
Under
got,
the shelving units.
Nice.
I have, yeah. That's what.
And under the rims, so when you're going down, you can flash them in. Yeah.
Is that when you're driving along going,
You got that button to make it go up and down as well.
I've got a little police. I didn't get a hula girl to go in the front on the windscreen. I got a policeman that goes.
Oh dear! You used to do that as well, didn't you? You used to
I
walk down
did,
the road like that.
Yeah, just like yeah.
Colin is saying that YouTube are sorting algorithms for harmful content, so all channels are being scanned with it.
Oh.
So that may be affecting some viewing pleasure if we're being scanned for harmful content.
Oh, we're being scanned.
I still think it's the shonky public.
I think it's more likely it's just the streaming thing that's
open source nonsense.
Yeah.
We'll try Hangouts next week. It'll probably be fine.
Lynn says Dragon.
Colin does also say spraying the cat, the build, not a real one. Don't forget, of course. And somebody does say Falcon. Brian Wimwell said Falcon.
Yep.
Talking of eModels videos, don't forget, of course, although I'm not doing one at the minute, and Ted's just finished his U-boat, and Chris is, you guys are picking up your new builds when you go to the store.
Yeah.
So although us three aren't currently doing videos on the eModels channel, there are still the, it's the Hellfire, Fury, Brimstone, Plane.
Yeah, not Hellcat. Is it Hellcat? Yeah.
Yeah. Who's making that? Is that Nevbo? Is that Andy?
Yes.
Yes. Andy's currently making.
Yeah.
Did it sound convincing?
Full scale Hellcat, that wonderful new Airfix kit. That's the ongoing series. And Colin, Mr. I can't speak. Feta 67 Workshop, one of your mods, is currently working on his Bandai Cat.
Yeah, there's a lot of cat going on, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of cat going on in the eModels builds at the moment.
Nevbo says, "Yep, yes, it is Andy."
Yes.
So those two guys are still putting content up there, working on the Cat, which is going to be awesome. I know what it's going to be when it's finished. You guys don't, but I do. Trust me.
No.
But yes, I will be starting on the Big Millennium Falcon when this is finished. So in the next few weeks, hopefully, I've still got quite a few weeks worth of work to do on this. And these two chaps will be picking up their next eModels builds when we go to the store on Monday.
I was assuming that your Falcon was going to be finished so you can take it along to the store.
No.
Yeah, well, you've got a fortnight.
Because it's like, over 2 weeks. It's two weeks and some days.
I mean, you built them before.
I suddenly realised, because I've said before, I'm doing a Borderlands paint scheme on this. It's going to take me about a week just to put the outlining on that bit of inner frame.
Well, you need to get up earlier.
I already get up before the time I'm. But yes, anyway, so yeah, I'll be doing the Big Falcon once that's finished in a few weeks' time, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Well, if you turn up with a Falcon and I turn up with a submarine, they're not going to have any space for anything else.
It's going to be great, isn't
Yeah.
Jamie says eModels won't need much room for the Falcon, just enough for the cockpit.
See what he did there, Jamie. Yeah, see what he did there.
Yes, we like that. Band? No, not really. Just joking.
Right, what's everybody else been doing for the past fortnight? Because we were here last week, it was Bank Holiday weekend. And Belly and Bench, don't forget Belly and Bench, of course. Yep. I just had, what did I just have? I've just eaten it, I forgot. Paella. No, I just had paella. Nothing on the bench. Somebody did ask where's the sticker gone. For the cupboard. It's not my cupboard. The bench was reorganised for sewing. So everything's been moved off, and I didn't have time to put it all back tonight. So
you mean you should actually be filming like 3 foot to the left or something? Or
that's it. Yeah, it's a multifunctional bench. This, so if I haven't got a model on it, her significant other has a sewing machine. But however, when the next build comes along, I should be able to do it all on here.
So how goes your man cave in the attic?
It hasn't. I haven't. Been doing so much other stuff. Maybe when winter comes, I might be able to get a little bit on with that. I want to stop doing.
Yeah, but then it'd be too cold to go up there, wouldn't
it?
Yeah. But that's the incentive to get it done. You see.
Roger Woodward asked a question. Kind of angled to me, but he says, has the D'Agostini X-Wing builds come to a stop? For those that don't know, me and Chris were both doing the D'Agostini X-Wing. Chris, yours is still ongoing, isn't it?
Yes, the X-Wing is still being produced. I think it's just gone live in the shops as well. So
it's not the one they've just advertised on the TV. That'll
be the one. Yep.
I've seen that. It's about £900 odd.
In the end of it, yeah, probably about there.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, Chris is ongoing, because he's a subscriber. He's subscribed to it, so he's got it. Mine, I've got no idea, because they approached me and said, did I want to film the build? I'm like, yeah, okay. I wasn't going to subscribe to it. I can't afford to subscribe to it. And they sent me the first 3 issues, and that's all I've had. I've chased them. I've mailed them, the publisher and the PR company that contacted me. They resent me issues 1 and 2. Thanks. So at this point, I don't know for mine. If they send me more, I'll do the more videos. If they don't send me any more, I guess not. But I don't know at the moment.
Oh, well.
But yeah,
it's just appeared in the shops now, so they may be sending you some in a few weeks when they sort of catch up with the retail.
Yeah, well, it's
possibly.
a PR company that contacted me to do it, and then they weren't that communicative, so I just mailed D'Agostini and said, these guys are telling me this. Is this true? And then I got issue 1 and 2 again from D'Agostini, not from the PR company. So I'm like, I'll just wait and see if I get issues 3 and 4 now. They might have just subscribed me, and then there you go. So we'll see. But yes, Chris's is doing his at least. What people saying about Belly and Bench then, Chris? What's on your belly?
I've just found the first one of those I can see is Cynical Steve. It says Belly, Square Crumpets, and Bench Shampoo Spaceship.
Square Crumpets?
Square Crumpets. They fit in the toaster better. They don't roll away when you put them down.
I don't know. We know what Shampoo Spaceship is. Should we explain?
Cynical Steve does lots of scratch building stuff. He basically finds what we would consider to be junk and makes lovely looking spaceships and stuff out of it. He just sort of he's got a shampoo bottle and he's stuck bits and things on top of it, and it looks like a spaceship now.
It's one of those, what I was going to say, no more nails, but it's not no more nails. It's the take 2 bottles into the shampoo, not me, into the
head and tails.
Shoulder and elbow. You know the one I mean. He's got basically a shampoo bottle. He's stuck Agreeables on it, all bits of random stuff, and it looks like something out of Halo. It looks like a sort of tiny Pillar of Autumn, and that's what Steve does. He gets just toilet roll tubes and bits of plastic stuff and half a plastic cup and sticks it all together. It looks terrible when it's not painted, but as soon as he puts a primer coat on, it's like, that's a spaceship.
Yep.
Brilliant.
I've just somebody asked a question there is about X20A. Andy Preston's Hobbycraft. Oh no, that's before.
No, Pete Rogers said, modelling question. Sorry, am I the only person who can get hold of Tamiya X20A, or is there a shortage? I did hear that there was a shortage, but I don't know. I haven't had occasion to try and get any for a while.
Yeah, I just looked it up because I couldn't, for the like of me, think where it was. It's to be a thinner.
Yeah. If just for reference, eModels are the UK's biggest Tamiya stockist. So just give them a shout, give them a call, or send them an email. Say, hey guys, when you can get some X20A in, and they'll tell you exactly. Because if they can't get it, then nobody's getting it.
Yep.
It might just be out of stock everywhere, possibly.
Yeah, I've just looked on the eModels website to see if it was in stock, and nothing matched the results from that search. So it must be out of stock.
It could be out of stock. There's often regulations that come up with thinners and things, and strong chemicals. It could be some regulation. Don't forget, there's plenty of others. They've got things like the UMP airbrush thinner is really, really good. There's also Vallejo thinners. Ammo do some thinners. There's tons of acrylic paint thinners out there, and they're all kind of much of it. X20A is kind of one of the best ones. But there are other ones out there. The Medea stuff is made with Vallejo and I think Iwata. That's quite good as well. So don't worry.
They're probably waiting for a shipment to go over in a big container from Japan. So
yeah. But yeah, just if ever you're not sure, just pop them an email or give them a call. Don't call them on a Monday though, because Monday's nightmare busy for catching up for the weekend. And just say, hey guys, when are you going to get some more in? But like I said, there are plenty of other acrylic paint thinners out there, and all of them are really good. So. Give it a try.
Just on about belly and bench then, I just say a nice one from Nana Sunrise. She said on a bench, she's just finished crocheting a snuggle sack for a hedgehog.
I do what? A snuggle sack?
A snuggle sack for a hedgehog.
We need a picture of that. You need to send us a picture on the email, ted@emodels.co.uk, and we'll see if we can share that, or put it on the eModels Facebook page, facebook.com/eModels Ltd. We want to see a snuggle sack.
Yeah. I'm sure Mama Foxx would like to see that as well.
Yeah. Speedy Curate says bench and belly. Says pizza with loads of garlic butter and gloss clear coat on the Yamaha R1M. I'm guessing that's a motorcycle.
Yeah. Michael Jackerman says I've begun the 148th. It says Sippy Cat Jaguar. I don't know if that's a real thing or a
Cat Jaguar.
Which is going to be an exact copy of the real 54 Squadron aircraft on display at the Norwich Aviation Museum.
Cool. Aldrich 9000 says belly, coconut and chicken curry. A mild curry is often quite thirst quenching in a kind of food kind of way. And bench airbrushing ships. Markscope does say that you can tell we've had a week off because the benches are so tidy.
It's just because I'm sitting in front of mine, so you can't see.
You're sitting in front of his, I'll clear mine out before the show starts.
Lewis Williamson says belly, pizza with spicy beef, pepperoni, chorizo, steak, mushroom, and sweet corn.
So you've got the hang of this pizza thing now.
Exactly, you've got to explain yourself, right? And bench the air wing for Tamiya 1350 USS Enterprise.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of it. That's a lot of fun. Tiny aircraft.
Oh, there we go. Brian Wimmel said Ted to be banned to the motorhome for model making.
It could be. I could rip everything out, just make it a big bench.
Get the windows open, get some spraying going on.
Yeah.
Nana Sunrise, we've just done that one. Sorry.
Yep.
Sergeant Bones says belly, homemade pita gyros. Everybody calls them gyros, but I think it's actually gyros. Gyros. A bench, it's like a wrap, isn't it? A gyro, a gyros.
Oh, I've done it. New one.
Bench is a CVR brackets T brackets FV101 Scorpion. That's bound to be a motorbike with such a strange, silly name.
It does sound very motorbikey, doesn't it?
It's CVRT, the 101 Scorpion. That's like that little tank. It's a little.
There we go.
I take it back.
Chancellor says belly, chili and chips. Bench Tokyo Antonov AN-74.
What was that again, Chris? What was it?
Antonov AN-74. I didn't say anything other than that. I said exactly that both times.
Now, Philip Prime says you've got cottage pie and beans again. I'm beginning to wonder whether it's the same cottage pie.
Do you think he just did one big one?
Just one big one. It's taking him like 3 or 4 weeks to get through it.
Could be, but then again, you see, when we do this show on a Monday, Mama Foxx and I have an agreement that on Monday, because I'm usually doing stuff till like 7 o'clock, there isn't time to make dinner, so it's a fend for yourself night on a Monday because I've got to do the show. So I just dive in and pick up some crap out the fridge that I can bang in the microwave. Mama Fox, like, out of habit, she now has like a stack of cottage pies that she does one on a Monday in the oven while I'm recording or doing the show or whatever. So it could be just that he's got a massive stock like Mama Fox. He just has the same thing on Monday.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or I'm just imagining a big cottage pie, one of them sort of enamel type,
like
metal.
the size of a bed.
Yeah.
Dave Cardboard says, I've been riveting. One of the least aptly named aspects of model making.
Wait, does that mean we have both windmill and cardboard in the chat now?
They are both here. Yes.
eModels 1970s crime busting duo.
Mm.
It's the Cortina.
So, Dave Cardboard, have you been counting those rivets?
Mark says, to me, a Virago. I don't know what that is. And bacon muffins.
So I read Virago as something totally different.
We know what you read it as, Ted. Filthy, dirty little thing. Anders Ericsson says, Belly, back on my diet Monday, so some chicken and shrimp salad for lunch. Sounds good. And fruit this evening. That actually sounds really nice. I like a bit of fruit. The other day, we ordered some apples, and for some reason we got red apples, and I can't stand red apples. But given the choice of red apples or no apples, I've been eating red apples.
How different are they? Can you not close your eyes?
No, because red apples, because we've got a thing where you do that, and all the core comes out and all the slices pop off. So I do that. And the thing is, like red apple, the moment you open it up, it goes brown. It just instantly goes brown. It's just not appetizing, and it tastes powdery. I much prefer green apples. But anyway, Anders Ericsson says, Belly, back on my diet. Some chicken and shrimp salad for lunch and fruit this evening. Bench, 1/16 Panzer IV, trying to decide how much I want to scratch build pipes and wiring in the interior. It depends.
Don't bother. You'll never see it.
Yeah, do it. You'll know it's there.
Unless you do it as a cutaway, in which case, awesome.
You can see through the little windows if you look hard enough. So you
or if you build it so you can remove the whole upper hull and you can see inside. Mr. Lutz Model Making says Flemish stew, Belgian cut fires. What's a fire?
He says fries even on the next one down. Yep.
Lettuce and lovely Belgian mayonnaise. Bench, the computer still finishing bending tubes through getting close now. He's making a computer.
Yeah, we just got an email from Nana Sunrise.
Yeah, we have a picture. I shall see if I can get it onto my desktop.
Mark Scope says not much.
Adorable.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm not going to look. I'll wait till it comes up on screen. Mark Scope says not much modelling for me this next couple of weeks. I work in export brokerage. He's working 14 days solid, preparing for Brexit. Pans are on the bench and chicken curry and carrot cake. But the pans is just going to sit there, I think, because he's busy.
I have an interesting fact. You won't be able to see it yet, but the hedgehog is in the snuggle sack, and the hedgehog is called Hedgehog, which is the best.
Yeah, cute.
I'm trying to get Google thing to show me how to. Do you know?
Nana Sunrise, is that a rescue hedgehog by any chance? Yeah, the poor abandoned hedgehog.
I shall work on getting this to work. Hang on.
Skullfish says almond magnum to the face, while a Mobius Battlestar Pegasus on the bench.
Oh, almond magnums. Yeah, that's all right.
I don't like the almond ones, but any other magnum would be fine. Yep.
Nana Sunrise, can you just email it us as just a picture? Because we don't have any of the apps that you need to open the picture. Can you just attach it to an email? Is that possible at all? It's asking me to download various Google apps that I don't have. So just to view a picture.
Gaz Vickers says bench nothing as I've got a No Man's Sky addiction. Belly's Mexican food. Yeah, I should play my No Man's Sky again. It's quite good fun. Roger Woodward's had a question for you, Ted.
Yeah, it says, Ted, is the U-boat the biggest kit I've ever completed? I think it's the biggest or the longest plastic kit I've ever completed. I have completed bigger, longer model boats, but
you've made massive boats, haven't you, Ted?
Yeah, they've not been plastic kits. They've been either built out of fiberglass or wood or anything like that. As in terms of the parts count, I think it's probably getting on close or equal to the Tiger 4, the Panzer 4. So yeah, they're both about the same number of parts. So yeah, I think physically it's the longest plastic kit I've done. Yeah, so yeah.
Cool.
I might be able to get this image. Hang on. I'm working.
Right. Pete Rogers said he's using Mr. Colour leveling thinner for now. I think that's a question, answer to the question about.
There's been talk about thinners and stuff yet.
Yeah. eModels do stock Mr. Colour, Mr. Hobby, so they might have that. Mr. Colour, Mr. Hobby leveling thinner is very, very good, especially if you're airbrushing. It's awesome stuff. I'm just uploading the picture.
Simon D says Billy, he's got a £1/4 burger bench stripping paint for his Halcyon Allen Warrior built in 1991 for repaint.
Cool.
Yeah.
Philip Prime says, I wish it was a large pie, but I go to my mother's for tea and it's an easier meal for Model Mondays.
I see.
There we go. So it's multiple pies.
Multiple pies. Right, I have a picture. I've just got to get it onto my computer now.
Oh, and Anders says the upper hull will be displayed lifted. So yes, you've got to do the interior then.
Yeah, you must do. Yeah, you have to paint all the parts that Trumpeter want you to paint, but you'll never see again. Model Guy says his wife is making her own apple butter, peach preserves and blackberry preserves as the fruits are all in season now. Apple butter. Never heard it. Well, apple butter.
I like the sound of that. Right. As somebody goes up to the heavens.
Skylar's around.
Wasn't the chicken.
I shall now share a picture if you will give me control for a moment. I shall just do a screenshot.
Right, we need an O value for this.
There we go. Look at this. This is so adorable. She says, this is the hedgehog in the snuggle sack that she's made for it. Her name is Hedgehog. She is 2.5 months old. Oh,
it's like a pocket.
It's like a little hot pocket, but with a hedgehog in it. Hodgepodge pocket. So that is adorable. I just heard Mama Fox go, oh, no. Oh, bless it. I'm going to assume it's not. I'm guessing it's a pet, isn't it? It looks like one of those sort of American pet ones. Awesome. That is beautiful. I love hodgepodges. So there you go.
Yeah. I take it the snuggle sack also allows you to cuddle it without being prickled.
Hey, so, very nice gloves. Mama Fox is taken with that. She's shouting out, bless it.
You know what you're going to be crocheting next then, Fox?
No, Mama Fox actually used to do crocheting years ago, and she was kind of debating whether to take the hobby back up again, but she hasn't been able to get them.
Apparently, she is now.
And next week available eModels will be crochet kits for hedgehogs.
Yes, hedgehog crochet kits. Also works for tacos if you need to put a taco in it. I don't know why you would. The taco's a bit hot. Use it. Just make
I
sure
thought you meant you could put a hedgehog in a taco. I was going to say I wouldn't condone that.
Ooh.
No.
Where are we up to?
We got sort of pretty much down at the bottom. They started talking about cheese.
Earl Davies said he went to a catering show and had that French cheese with live maggots in it. No, I don't think I'll be having that here.
Speedy Curator says the worst cheese ever is either the American generic store stuff or Dutch Emmental because both are tasteless. Cheese needs to kick you in the teeth with its flavour. I like Emmental.
I was in the Trafford Centre yesterday. Had an American burger, or so they called it. But how you can have an American burger served in Manchester?
Is the American burger just a burger?
A burger, yeah.
Yeah. Simon D asks if it's an African pygmy hedgehog, and Nala Sunrise says that she is, and she loves her belly being tickled. Oh, it's just too much cute. I'm all freaked out.
Tonight on eModels, cuteness.
No matter what I look like I'm doing on camera now, in my brain I'm just going squeeze.
I know what will bring you back down to earth.
Go on.
It's time for your what's in store.
Oh, crunch.
Yeah.
Was there anything else we need to do before we do the what's in store?
You've got to do your whole clicky, drag, rotatey thing.
Yeah, I've got to do everything. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right, it's time for what's in store in that case. Oh. Otherwise, there is the theme. There will be a theme later on. But before we do anything, I'm going to lock it on me, obviously. Before we do anything at all, at this point in the show, there's usually a lag between the video that you're looking at with all the eyes on your face and the typey chat. So before we go anywhere, you need to hit refresh on your browser and then drag the slider along when it's refreshed to make sure you're up to date and in sync as much as possible. If you're watching this and you want to, I was about to say join in. If you want to join in and have a chance to win a big fat sticker, you need to be in the chat. So make sure if you're watching this and you can't see the chat, click the YouTube icon in the bottom corner of the viewer down here. That'll take you to the YouTube page where you should be able to see the live chat on most devices. If you're on a tablet, you might want to scroll down under the video. It might be underneath. Yeah, you want to join it. Now, we are going to do a sticker giveaway for this. There will be a theme. It's kind of fairly easy.
Speedy Q8 says this week's theme is hedgehogs. It would be cool if it was.
This week's theme is squee. But yes, I will go through all the objects in the store. If you start, as we're going through, if you think you know what the answer is, what the theme is, don't answer yet. When we've come out, when I've shown you everything in the store and we come back, I will say, what's the theme for this week? Go. And at that point, you can then type your answer in the chat. Now, remember, you see your answer first on your screen, but that's not what the chat actually looks like. We see the screen of the chat the way YouTube has it. So just because you're first on your screen doesn't mean you're actually first in the chat. So don't be disheartened if you're first on your telly, but on our chat, you're not first. You'll see it in the chat if you go back and watch the video later on in that order. Anyway, shall I do the screen sharing? Refresh and drag.
I've done that. I'm sure they've done that.
Refresh and drag.
Yeah.
Right. So the theme this week. I nearly said.
Don't tell them what the theme is.
No, don't tell me name, Pike. The
Dallas.
theme this week shouldn't be too difficult, but I will screen share. And then I've got to try and find it now.
If you do decide you know what the theme is, you can write it in the chat. Just don't press enter.
Yes.
Just have it all typed out, ready to go. Because then, as soon as you said, you can press it, and it comes in quite quickly.
If you type your answer before we say go, we will totally ignore your
Absolutely.
answer. We've done that in the past before. People put their answer and we ignored it because you've said it before we said go. Right. So the first thing we have this week is
You're not sharing your screen yet.
I should be. Ooh, hang on.
It makes it much harder for people to guess the theme if you don't actually show them the thing.
Yeah, you see, take a week off and it forgets everything.
Is it locked on me?
Well, you got the buttons.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes, it's locked on you. And yes, well, you're sharing the screen now.
Excellent. Right. So we're starting off with some sponges. There you go. Tasty looking, aren't they? Yes, we're starting off with Tamiya polishing compound sponges. Now, these aren't designed specifically for just Tamiya polishing compounds, which in fact aren't in stock at the moment anyway. They can be used with any polishing compounds. You might be wondering why you would need to use polishing compounds. Not a lot of people do it, but if you've got a clear piece that needs brightening up because it's all scuffed and scraped, or if you're doing a glossy, shiny model like a motorbike or a Formula One car or just a nice car model, curbside kit, perhaps you want to look factory fresh and have a real clear coat, and perhaps you've used some of the proper 2K gloss lacquer finishes on it. You want to polish that up. And I used to do detailing, so I used to polishing actual real cars. And this is the same principle in miniature. You use different grade polishing compounds and different sponges to get. And it's like sanding, but starting off ridiculously fine and getting finer from there. So you start off with a cutting compound and work your way to a medium compound.
You could use these as well for doing canopies, aircraft canopies.
Yeah. That's the other thing. If you've got, like I said, a clear part that's fogged up perhaps or a little scuffed and scratched, you want to work that out, you need to get your polishes out. Now, you can use any polishes. The Tamiya ones are really, really good. I've even seen people use proper, on your actual car, polishing compounds like Maguire's or 3M polishing compounds, and these sponges are designed for those uses. So if you do need to do some if you're working on your shiny cars or your shiny bikes or any shiny kit, you want to be doing some buffing and polishing on those lacquer clear coats, you can need yourself some nice sponges. And it contains a small, a medium, and a large sponge. Small, and pointed the wrong. Small, medium, and large. I think that's the small in the middle. Sponge. Just say sponge, Ted. Ted?
Sorry, sponge.
Do the close-up sponge.
I'm sorry. I was just typing a reply to Lynn. So what have I got to do?
Do a close-up sponge for us.
Sponge.
No.
Sponge.
That's it. It's not the same. You've got to do it with the proper northern.
Yeah.
Sponge.
Sponge.
What was that, Chris?
Sponge. That's how it's spelled.
Sponge. Anyway, so that's the first one. Tamiya polishing I can't believe I've done a
sponge.
I've done a QVC and spent 5 minutes.
10 minutes on sponges.
I know. And don't forget, by the way, all the things we show in stock, we don't know how many of these actually are in stock. They might have 1, they might have 1,000. So if anything tickles your fancy, Ted's still going. If anything,
Polishing sponge.
if anything tickles your fancy, don't wait till the end of the show to go and pick it up because there might only be 1 or 2 in stock. What do you do, Ted?
Slap it in your basket.
There you go. Get it in your basket. Remember, until you pay for it, somebody else can take it out of your basket. You don't.
It's not yours till we check it out.
Yep, there you go. Sponge. So make sure if you really have a hankering for these sponges, get them in your basket right now and get them checked out.
Sponge.
Beyond Hope does say sponge only works with hot custard.
Sponge. Anyway, should we move on to the next one because we'll be here all night. So, polishing compound sponges. Next one. Jesus. Next one. We have the Mini Art 135th Polish Tank Crew. And these are obviously if you're making any World War II Polish vehicles. These are fantastic little figures to go with that. Now, Mini Art, not a lot of people know about Mini Art, but Mini Art, again, one of these, we've said it before, these sort of smaller niche manufacturers that don't do the super mainstream kits. They do more niche things. They tend to concentrate on vehicles and troops.
Number 2 seems to have been delegated the wrong type of sponge. The wrong type. You've got a brain now. Number 2 seems to have given the wrong pause when he's not leading.
Number 3 seems to have had his piano stolen.
He's there going, oh, they've nicked me horse again. Yeah, number 3 was like, where's my piano gone? Oh, the only one that fits is the one on the end.
It's number 4 missing. He's supposed to be rowing a boat.
Number 4. It looks quite. I don't know why it looks funny from the back.
It does look comfy.
I don't know why it looks funny. It just does. But yes, Mini Art are very good at. They'd have a good range of niche figures for niche subjects. Not a lot of manufacturers do things like Polish artillery or armor.
Candygram says these are Polish pantomime troops.
Yeah, you can paint the face white and do like mime. It's like World War II miming. He's going, not like that, like the glass bottle. But what is it? Ball, cup, ball, cup, ball. Gold. Well, I can't remember what it was now. Anyway, yeah, so they do lots of niche things, and Mini Art do some very, very good quality figures. They're almost resin in their quality. So if you do need to pick up some figures, or even if you just want to have some practice painting 135th figures, these are brilliant, beautiful little figures, worth a go. And again, it's quite niche. If you're building Polish armor, you might actually find there's not that many figures around to put in them. So do have a look. And I need to just close my iPad because there's a picture of a really cute hedgehog on my screen. I can't be looking at that. It's distracting me somewhat. So that's the second one, Mini Art 135th Polish Tank Crew. Third up, we have, now here's something special. This
is item number 3.
Item number 3. Remember that? Item number 3 is the
item number 3, please.
1/24th scale JU 87A Stuka. I didn't even realize there were 1/24th scale Stukas, and the fact Trumpeter makes it. Trumpeter makes some very, very good aircraft kits. You know, Trumpeter, they make them with like 1 trillion parts and lots of photo etch. And this is 1/24th scale. It's going to be huge.
Huge.
Many markings. It's an iconic World War II aircraft. It's like as iconic to the what do you call it? Let me say Kriegsmarine. Then that's not right.
Luftwaffe.
Yes, iconic to the Luftwaffe as the Spitfire was to the RAF. Basically, it's going to be a fantastic. You can't go wrong with the Trumpeter aircraft. It's going to be huge. Look at that. It's going to be a great project. An interesting fact, I didn't know this until recently, but the iconic noise of the Stuka dive bombing, you can see here, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but underneath the nose, there's a little sticky out bit.
Oh, yep.
That was a fan. And the entire purpose of that fan was when it dived, the fan spun and made the noise. That was the entire purpose of that fan, to make that noise.
Yeah.
To instill fear into the people on the ground because they hear this screaming sound. So that little fan on the bottom, it's not an air intake, it's purely a thing to make the noise.
Not like the thing you put on your bike.
Yeah, like putting claim cards on your back wheel. So yeah, it's this is a 1/24th scale Stuka. I'm not aware of any other Stuka. There may be some, but I'd never seen one.
I think actually Airfix do one.
They may do. I can imagine this will be significantly better to get there.
I'm sure people put me right if it's not Airfix, but there is another, I'm sure there's another 124th Stuka out there.
Yeah.
Beyond Hope says the noise generated was called the Horns of Jericho.
Yeah, the Horns of Jericho. The walls came tumbling down. But it's amazing they put that on. It was a propaganda tool, effectively. But yeah, it's 519.6 millimeters long. Wingspan is 652 millimeters.
That's big.
65 centimeters, which is what in maths? I don't do maths.
It's just big.
It's over a foot, isn't it? A foot and a half.
390 parts plus. I never know why they don't put the exact number of parts on this. There's only a certain number of parts, but
It's obviously not 400 because otherwise they'd say 400. So.
it's metal parts not applicable. I thought it showed some photo etch, but for once it doesn't in a trumpeter kit. No resin, no film. Total split 13.
Let's say photo etch, one piece.
One piece. I do apologise. Detailed fuselage and wing with accurate design, highly detailed engines, finely detailed cockpit gear, cabin, grooved rubber tyres, and photo etch parts included. Look at that. It is an iconic.
Sergeant Bones has an interesting fact there. I'll have a go. He says the name. It gets called a Stuka because nobody outside of Germany can say Sturkampfbomber.
Sturzkampfbomber.
Hang on, I've got to find this. Where was it?
Near the bottom. Bones.
I can't see that. Airfix version is still not bad. Sturzkampf. Hold on, I can't see it. Sturzkampfflugzeug. Sturzkampfflugzeug.
Sturzkampfflugzeug.
War flying something.
Kampfflugzeug.
Oh no, that's Beyond Hope said that. That's that's not what Sergeant Bones put.
I can't see Sergeant, but I'm on top chat, aren't I? Because
Paul Homer said 600 mil equals 2 foot.
Oh, here's a Sturzkampfbomber. So something camp struggle bomber. I don't know. Is bomber a German word?
Sturzkampfflugzeug.
Anyway, yeah. So anyway, that is the 1/24 scale Stuka. If you like your World War II aircraft and you have a particular penchant for Axis aircraft, how can you not have a 1/24 scale Stuka? I would snap that up, to be honest. Next, moving on, we have the IBG models to go with your little Polish tank crew. How about a little Polish tank? We have the IBG models 135th TKS Polish tankette, little tiny tank with machine gun. I like the fact they have to promote the fact it's got machine gun because there's no other weapon on there. That's like a tankette. It's just a.
It doesn't look like there's much room for anybody else.
Yeah, that's why it's a tankette. It's more like a mobile machine gun emplacement, I think. I never even knew like tanks without the actual tank bits existed, but that's kind of adorable in a way. It's like the head.
It's tiny, isn't it? It's yeah.
You might have a trouble getting that entire 135th tank crew in there because they'll all be like falling out of all the.
Well, it looks like people are walking behind it and they're bigger than it, and even though they're further away than it.
Yeah, it's kind of adorable. I didn't realize until I just read the title now. It's actually just a mobile machine gun, not actually really a tank. That's kind of adorable. I like that. Yeah, the IBG model
says that's a portable pizza oven.
Osric says I've got one of those little tanks. It's a lovely kit, tiny.
Yeah, but again, I like to sometimes. It's actually got 2 figures in it. It says if you can read your Polish, 2 figurki. I do like these little. I've said before, these little manufacturers you've never heard of. Because they do a lot of subjects you wouldn't normally see. Like nobody else is going to make the kit of that because they wouldn't sell 300,000 of them. Where it's these little tiny companies that can afford to do small runs. So it's always worth having a look through these brands you've never heard of because you never know what little diamonds you're going to pick up, little gems you might pick up. So yeah, the IBG models 135th TKS Polish tankette. Oh, quite adorable. Next, we have the trumpeter. 135th. Now there's two. I'm going to do 2 at the same time here. There's the trumpeter 135th Panzer Division Poland 1939 Part 1, and there is the trumpeter 135th Panzer Division Poland 1939 Part 2. Yeah. It's a 2-part kit, if you like. There's 4 figures in each set. Although this one's a little confusing. There's actually a 4th guy that you can't quite see him. There's 4 guys in that, kneeling, hurling a grenade, firing his Car 98 and doing a fist
hailing a taxi.
He's like Uber.
The next pictures I want to see was what the guy in the background's doing. Is he? Yeah,
maybe he's pulling the cord on the train. I want to stop now. Stop the train. So you get those 4 guys, and you've got these 4 guys, which you've
Yeah,
got,
it's this one. What's the guy on the right doing?
he's being shot, I think.
He's acting.
He's acting.
They've also got 2 different artists, the good artist, and this guy can't really paint after A level, but never mind, it's near enough. A level art, old trumpeter stuff, because these are quite old kits from Trumpeter, and they do have sometimes the old artwork is kind of amusing. It's kind of, yeah, they got like somebody's kid who was doing their A level art to paint. But Trumpeter started out small; they were a small company once, but they've actually got a guy being shot, which don't often.
Is he really camping it up? Is he? Oh, I'm shot.
Oh, I've been injured. I've had a fall. I can't get up. It's not right.
Oh, that's
interesting. And there's a man here who appears to be looking like he's about to stab a stone wall with a pen, which is kind of impressive. I stabs this fall.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a tiny flag and he's claiming it.
I claim this with this tiny flag.
Yeah, the Polish pantomime figures we saw earlier, they'd be good for.
It's like one of them there going, I'm in the invisible box, I can't get out. So yes, little double whammy there. Cute little kits. They're only £6 each. And again, if you're wanting to get practice painting your figures, or you just need to add some figures to a diorama, because this is the thing. If you're making a model of a tank, say you're making a model of a little Polish tank, you get that little tank crew to add some character to it. If you're making a diorama of, say, I don't know, a vehicle, say a German half-track or something, why not expand it, put a diorama on it, and add some figures just doing random things in the background? You can just get, a lot of the bigger manufacturers do lots of figures, but again, some of these like older Trumpeter kits, they have interesting little poses. They're quite fun, and they're only £6. So if you're just learning to paint figures, it's a good little place to do some practice.
I just realised that Skullfish there says that guy's doing an expressive dance.
This is the special Wehrmacht interpretive dance division. And parry and sachet. And then last of all, let's go modern day, just for a red herring. Ba-ding, there we go. It is the eModels 135th KTO Rossomak Modern Polish APC. That looks mint. I like that. We're saying about little manufacturers that do obscure subjects, and then they do a proper grown-up kit like that, which is awesome.
He's got wheels.
I know, and it looks.
This model is available.
It looks.
Warhammer.
Look at the meshing on that side bit there. I'm getting Warhammer vibes from this right now, I'll tell you that. But
doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Also getting aliens kind of vibes from it.
Mm.
It's like the little aliens vehicle. It looks like it's got an interior, because I assume it has, because you can see in there. Does it say? Oh yeah, it's got a full interior. Look at that. It's a Polish armored personal carrier based on the Finnish Patria AMV vehicle. So if you know your Polish vehicles, you probably know Finnish vehicles. You probably don't know either. It's used in Afghanistan. The nickname Polish Green Devil was given to it by the local Taliban fighters because they can't do imaginative names. Polish Green Devil. It's like the most unimaginative name to call something ever. But that looks mint. I like that. That looks awesome. Yeah. Definitely got Warhammering up potential for that.
Surrounded by Aris fencing.
Yep. Stick some Aquillas on that and get a Lehman Russ commander sticking out the top. Fantastic. So I shall go quickly back before we go and ask you to put your answers. Don't answer yet. So we started off with the Tamiya Polishing compound. We had the mini art of 135th Polish tank crew and the amusing comedy mime routine. Glass bottle, bottle glass, glass bottle, bottle glass. Do you know, actually, if you put a gas mask on one of them, give him a German helmet, it'd be Deathcore or Krieg. I tell you that, Warhammer everywhere. We got the Trumpeter, outstanding Trumpeter 124th JU-87 Stuka. Schön gefahren, geflogen, gebomben, geflying, gescreaming. Ja, das ist richtig. We have the 135th TKS Tankette, adorable little gun with tracks. The 2 packs of German
interpretive
dance. Interpretive dance. YMC. And then we have the IBG 135th KTO Rossomak Modern Polish APC. I shall stop sharing and I shall say, what is the theme for tonight? Go.
Go.
And now we wait.
I don't think we'll be waiting very long.
No, not very long. We go. The answer.
Yeah, it's going to go now.
All the answers go. Yes, a few of you said Polish, but unfortunately, there were some not Polish Germans in there. So the theme was actually, as Mark Scope says, the German invasion of Poland, September 1939, 80th anniversary. It was the start of World War II. was kind of yesterday, 80 years ago yesterday. So it was German invasion of Poland. So marking that with Polish and German models. So there you go.
Yeah.
So well done, Mark Scopes. You've won that. If you won yourself a big fat sticker, all you need to do is unlock it from me. All you need to do is send an email to ted@emodels.co.uk with your name and address. And in the title, just put big sticker winner. And then just put your name and address in there, and we'll get a big sticker sent out to you. Now, don't forget, Ted and I, we suck at sending stuff out. We really do. So
I still don't.
waiting for a sticker for like months and months, then we hold up our hands and say, yeah, it's on us. You will get.
I did look at sending some out, but then I looked in the inbox and didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah, Ted manages the inbox, and we don't tell you what he's done. So we just leave it out.
Good idea. When we go to eModels, we'll just pinch some stamps, or we'll take all the envelopes and just leave them on the.
Just laying around conveniently.
Oh, we left all the stickers there. Sorry, mate. So yeah, if you have been waiting for a sticker, it could be weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. We apologise, but we are rubbish. Ted and I don't live anywhere near a local post office.
Especially if you live abroad, by the way, it takes even longer to get out.
Yeah.
There.
So you will get them eventually.
Yeah.
If you're in a mug or an actual prize, then that goes to the guys at eModels, and they send them out efficiently with actual efficiency. So yeah, if you're waiting for a sticker, don't panic. You will get it eventually. It could be months because we both suck. But well done. Send an email, and we'll get a sticker sent out to you.
Yeah, cool.
Speedy Curator said the theme was hedgehogs.
Yeah, nearly. It could have been hedgehogs.
But yes, JS Allen says it was a cold night in Machu Picchu. The start of a detective novel. It was raining in Machu Picchu. The kind of rain that. Yes. So well done. What's next?
Indeed. Well, the other stuff. We can give away more things if you like.
Oh yes.
Should we give her another sticker?
Oh. Are we doing the double sticker double thing?
We normally do.
Yes. Okay, we're going to
Might as well add to the pile.
a big sticker and a little sticker at the same time.
A pair of stickers.
We don't think I have any.
Yeah, I would. Oh, hang on. I think I have got some stickers in it.
Lynn sent us an email to send a big sticker out. I don't know why, but we'll send you one anyway.
Yeah. We do a Lynn.
Ted did ask about. I'll tell Lynn things.
Yeah, that was a question. That was a question I was typing in when he caught me out by saying, "What is it?"
We have a question.
Oh, good.
From a Gemma Williams.
Oh dear.
Gemma Williams, then 7 3/4. Chiswick.
So don't
May
forget.
not be correct.
We'll need to send Gemma Williams a sticker then. Can you sort that out?
I'll make sure she's stickered up. All right. Yep.
Okay.
Apparently, I've just got a message from her actually saying that I'm buffering.
Yes, you're buffering and a bit blocky.
I'll read again. I shall press the button again and disappear and come back briefly.
Do you want to do this question, Ted, or shall I do it?
I'll do it because the next question might be in a different language. So
yes. Oh, that's a good point. Now, do remember, of course, when we use questions that you guys have asked us, and the reason Gemma's mailed this question because she knows she'll get a sticker. If we use your question answer, we'll send you a sticker, or Chris will bring one downstairs.
Yeah, I've got a sticker. Let me get a sticker. I'll deliver that one. There you go.
Delivered. But we also don't fact check them, so if any of these questions we use are completely wrong, you have to take it up with the person that asked the question. And you don't want to cross Gemma.
Apparently, that message saying that I was buffering was over an hour ago.
Oh, right. So you personally are buffering, not your stream. Not your stream, love.
Me.
Yes, so we'll do one for a twin sticker, big and small sticker.
Right, it's a question. It's a simple question, but you might have to Google it for all those aficionados that, unless you're an aficionado, you'll know it. And the question from Gemma Williams this week is: when was the first Airfix founded? When was the first Airfix founded? What year? Go.
You're a bit quiet there, Ted, by the way.
Right, okay.
Oh, there you go, it's better.
He moved his microphone when he was playing with it, making sponge noises.
You're making about with it.
When was the first Airfix founded?
We
have answers. They're not the answers we've got down here.
Yeah, no, remember I say we don't fact check any of this, so we're hoping this is right.
Osric's quite a long way out with 42.
Anders Ericsson with the first one. 1939 is the answer I've got here from Gemma.
Yep.
double check the fact with Gemma because
So welcome, Anders 19th. Welcome. No, that's not the right word. Well done, even.
I know we've got some stickers to send out to you, Anders, but we'll get them there.
Yep. But just send a quick, even if you're waiting for stickers already, if anybody wins a sticker and they've already got one in the wings, send us another email anyway, so we know to send you more. Email with your name, address, and in the title, just put sticker winners.
Yeah,
say which one you won, so we know to send you the double.
As it's you, Anders, just put I've won another sticker again.
Just put send me all the stickers there.
More stickers, all the stickers, more sticker.
Right, what's next? Mug.
Mug.
I came as a Russian. I don't even have a mug.
Questions?
That's not a mug.
That's not a mug.
That's not a mug. That's a mug.
Say 4 candles, Chris.
4 candles.
4 candles.
4 candles.
Oh.
Sponge.
Sponge.
Oh no.
These guys have got earphones in. So when I do that, that's in their ear, basically.
Yeah, you've just sponged in my ear. Yeah.
Ew. Right, we haven't got any more questions. So has anybody got a question? Think of a question. I've got a question.
Oh dear.
Question for a mug. Now I hope you were paying attention at the start of the show. Here's a question. What year did they announce they'd found the Titanic? Go.
Sponge.
Sponging. Sponge-tastic. What year did they announce?
I remember how many years it was sunk for.
And Lewis Williamson is straight in with 1985. Correct. 1985. Bob Ballard announced he discovered it from the Woods Hole Oceanographic. Say it now. It's about 560 miles off Newfoundland. 73.
There we go. So if Lewis sends us an email, we'll pass it on to the guys and they'll send you a mug.
Yep. So Lewis, send us an email, ted@emodels.co.uk, put in the title that you won and mug, and we'll get that sent off to the chaps. And they'll be efficient and send it to you before the next decade. Yeah. Before this decade is out, we resolve to send the ticket to the winner.
We've got to eModels a week on Thursday. We could actually pack the mug to get it sent.
We might. We might drink tea out of it before we send it to you.
If you're going to the eModel store on Thursday the 19th when we're going, just send us a mail that says, I'll be there, just keep a sticker for me. There you go. Yeah. We vow to send a sticker to the man that wins, the woman that wins before this decade is out. Not because it's easy, but because we have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Max Scott says, well done, Lewis. His life ambition is to win a mug. Keep trying, Mark. Yeah.
Don't forget, of course, you can actually buy the mug.
Yeah, and no extra cost to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they don't charge anything extra on what they pay for these mugs. If you want to buy it at cost, just add it to whatever order you're placing. And don't forget, of course, if you want a sticker, when you place an order, if you're ordering stuff, you can just put a note in your order saying, hey, can I have a sticker? Quite often they'll put a sticker in anyway, but you can always ask them to send an extra sticker.
Yeah. Simon Payne says, I have 2 weeks to get the cakes there then. Was it Simon Payne that promised us cakes?
I've decided it is now. 19th of September. 19th of September, Simon. You've committed to it. Even if it wasn't you, it's too late.
Yeah, carrot cake. It doesn't matter whether it's a round one or a long one. A carrot cake.
I think I said coffee and Chris was rubbish and said chocolate because he's 1980s.
I like chocolate.
If anybody wants to send some Pringles along and buffet type food.
Picnic,
yeah.
Yeah, send like a whole mess of. I'll tell you what I've suddenly rediscovered is Iron Brew, because Jerry, my good friend Jerry, gave me a load of Scottish fare, including that was several cans of Iron Brew, and I've rediscovered Iron Brew.
Made from girders.
And also a bottle of red cola, which was awesome.
All right, Simon Payne says, I'm not, my wife is making. That's okay. We're not fussy. Anyone can make cake and send it to us. We're fine with that.
I tell you what, Simon, when the cakes turn up at eModels a week on Thursday, we'll get the guys to send you a mug.
Yeah, but we have to remember that. We couldn't remember who it was that was sending the cakes.
We might not do that.
Yeah.
Gaz Vickers says, I need a gross model sticker to complete my set. Well, you have to watch my channel then, not the eModels channel. The eModels channel will send out eModel stickers.
Yeah.
No,
my channel.
That was a good, well, Pim.
Spitty Curate says, fun fact, coffee tastes better than tea in an eModels mug, probably because tea is wrong. I've actually not had any tea for a few weeks because we ran out of sugar and I can't be bothered to go and buy any more because it's probably healthier. And I don't mind drinking coffee without sugar, but I can't drink tea without sugar. I haven't drunk any tea for the last 5 weeks.
Speedy Q says, Lynn, the suitable alternative to coffee is more coffee.
Colin at Festa 67 Workshop says, tut tut Spade, love me tea because it's not for girls.
Yes.
Gemma Williams says, nothing wrong with tea. I guess we're finishing now then, aren't we?
Yeah, we're about that time. Yeah, it's about that time we finish up again.
Right, what's next, chaps?
We did a mug, didn't we? We just did it.
Look, we've done the sticky.
Oh, we've got the giveaway from last week.
We've got an actual thing. A
I
prize.
shall lock it on you, Christopher.
You can lock it on me if you like.
It's locked on you now.
I'm sure you're all clicked and dragged and refreshed, but it doesn't matter for this bit.
Yeah.
Because it's already too late.
You realise that as you started saying that?
No, I'd already planned to not say that to something else, but no. I shall share my screen. I have an entire screen.
If you haven't put a comment on the previous show's video from a couple of weeks ago, you now SOL because we're going to be pulling the winner now. You've got like about 20 seconds to get your comment on the last show video.
Yep. And this is what we are giving away. The Revel 135th Fordson Model WOT 6, I think.
What?
6?
What?
You what? That what? Who what? That what? I'll make it bigger for you.
You've got night time on your YouTube and it's horrible because
I like dark mode. It's good. Otherwise, it's just too bright and wakes me up. So yes, this is the video from last week. I conveniently froze it on the sheet on the screen when it was showing this. So I shall refresh that.
refreshing.
I don't need to refresh that. I can just grab the thing and send it to the thing, can't I?
You can thing with the thing and the day with the.
So yes, I'm using a different comment because of the one Foxx chooses because I like this one.
Yours comes with animated adverts for
It does
stuff.
I shall paste that in there.
Oh, it's a toothpaste hook.
It is. No, don't watch that. Don't watch that. Watch this.
I'm interested in the advert now.
I'm getting the YouTube comments now. So if you're putting a comment in now, you've got like 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. If you haven't done it now, it's too late. I'm going to get the YouTube comments. We have 36 unique commenters.
36 unique comments.
So I'm going to start the raffle and pick random winner.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
It does a little graphic-y thing. So see if you can see your name when it appears on here. It spins around and flashes things up. You ready? There we go. You didn't win. If you saw your name, you didn't win because it's not picked your name yet. And there we go. The winner is Ickleby.
Ickleby.
And he wins with Wonky Oily Truck.
Wonky Oily Truck.
It could easily be, yes. I was going to have a look through the previous the comments to see what other people have put in because, you know, we have Winston's Official Transport and Warmington on Tour, Wacky Old Transformers with off-road tyres. I like that one.
With off-road tyres, I like that.
Wobbly Old Tyres, World of Tractors, Westerners on Tour, Wobbly Open Truck, Wonderful Old Truck, Weathered Old Truck, World of Trout.
World of Trout.
Without Ordnance Trevor, Willie's Old Truck, World of Tomorrow. Where's our Ted? That could have been earlier.
Oh, yeah. I like that one.
It's almost like they knew you weren't here. Written off totally. Well-oiled trucks. What orange toes? This is a man. Wheels off thunder. So yes, that was that. So Ickle Pete, congratulations, Ickle Pete.
Or you just send us an email, ted@emodels.co.uk, put in the title that you won that truck. Can you just show the hashtag number for it again, Chris, if you would?
No.
Have you closed it now?
I can read it out. I'll go back up to the top.
Yep.
The hashtag number is hashtag 03282. Yes, it's all right. Let me make it bigger so I can see it. Yes, 03282.
Yeah, so just put in the title that you've won that truck and the hashtag 03282, just so the guys know which kit it is and make sure.
Yeah, the one with wonky old tyres.
Yeah, and don't forget when you built it to see it.
Yep. Make sure to include your name and your address. We'll put that onto the guys' emails and they'll send one out to you. Well done, dude.
That's that then. Yeah. That's everything, isn't it? I thought we finished. We're done.
Okay, bye.
Good night. See you
I
all.
think we're done for tonight. I think we've done everything.
I do have a shout out for next week.
Mm.
It's my birthday next week, so you have to prepare your singing voices to sing happy birthday to me next week.
Oh, is it your birthday?
It's actually my birthday on next Monday, so
Ooh.
yes, the day will be here. I'll be sitting here waiting, and you'll be singing at me.
Will there be cake?
There probably won't be cake. There might be cake. I don't know. We have to wait and see. There won't be cake for you two because it's not your birthday.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
You
So-
might suddenly find there's an internet connection wrong with your house next week.
Then I'd be sitting here quietly with cake.
That's a really nice internet connection. It'd be a real shame if something happened to it.
We want to see a proper cake with candles in and party hats.
Yeah.
But I've got party hats.
You will have to wear a party hat.
Uh,
Can you get one of the big badges that says "Now I am 7" or something?
Yep, they don't go up high enough though. So
Do they not?
No.
Got big numbers. And the numbers getting higher.
the numbers get bigger. Yeah, they've not got really big yet, but they're fairly large yet.
Yeah, what you want to happen in a game, numbers get bigger. It's not what you want to happen in real life.
Yeah, strange that.
So what are you getting for your birthday?
I don't know. I haven't heard it yet. It's next week.
You're going to have to show us next week then, as long as they're all family friendly.
yeah, I was going to say you could unwrap your presents on screen, but there might be something in there. That
I might
not-
have some pocket money to spend at eModels in 10 days after. So you know.
Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah.
I still didn't realise when we're talking about
The kids and that could buy you an eModels gift voucher.
They could, or they could just slip a £50 note in an envelope.
Yeah.
I think a card that says "Enjoy the £5 note," and you're like, and what you doing there? No?
Yeah, we took it out your wallet. Yeah.
Anyway, on that note, it's birthday before so birthday boy next week. I think on that note we'll leave it and we'll go and get all the party food and everything ready for next week. Yeah.
Mm.
We'll have a party. We'll have an online party, so everybody's welcome.
Everybody's invited.
Everybody's invited to Chris's party next week.
Do you remember
Jimmy said in the chat, "Be nice, Chris, or there's no cake."
I'm always nice, so there must be cake.
Cake.
Right, we'll leave it. We'll dash off. I'll go and rest up and have a sleep now and get ready for
You've had an exciting day today, Ted.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll now go and get the gin out and wet the baby's head. And
Yeah, make the most of the sleeping because when they come over to visit, you won't be doing that anymore.
they'll be here all the time. So just when you think one's growing up and it's all over, it starts all over again. So that's it, everyone.
Don't forget, 19th of September. That's the
Yep.
day you want to
Round about lunch.
well work.
Yeah, we've got 2 more shows before then. We'll remind you on each and every one of them.
Yeah, but prepare your sickness now, your illness, for the 19th.
Yeah.
Come in, I've got a bone in my leg. It makes me cough as well, so I don't know why.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you all again next week. Same time, same place, same back channel. All right. Bye then.
Good night. Bye. Who's got the button? Who wants to press the button?
How do you do it? Oh, there it is. Hang on.